Hi everyone, welcome back to Arpita Sharma classes. I am Arpita Sharma, your educator, and I had recently shared this PDF on my Telegram channel. This is the handmade note on the draft telecommunication bill, also including the 5G technology that has been rolled recently in India. So we are going to understand each of these important concepts one by one. हम इसको अच्छे से समझने वाले हैं एंड इट्स ऑल हैंडमेड. ये सारे नोट्स जो हैं ये आपके हैंडमेड है. दे आर अवेलेबल ऑन अ टेलीग्राम चैनल. द लिंक इज गिवन बिलो इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स. लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड. When we talk about the draft telecommunication bill, it is in the draft stage right now. That is why I have underlined it. इसीलिए मैंने इसको underline किया है because right now it is being discussed. अभी इसको discuss किया जा रहा है, ठीक है? And they are discussing it, and only after taking into consideration all the pros and cons, the final version of this bill will be passed. And it is being said that in few days it will be finalized. Now here Ministry of Communications has released this draft version. Basically there are two important aspects of this bill. This bill is going to update the regulatory framework of telecommunication in India. When it comes to providing telecommunication services, उसको अपडेट करने की बात की जा रही है. एंड ऑल्सो दिस बिल बेसिकली एम्स टू कंसोलिडेट द इंडियन टेलीग्राफ एक्ट, Indian Wireless Telegraphy Act, Telegraph Wireless Unlawful Possession Act, all these three acts into one single group. ओके तो ये जो एक्ट्स है ना दे आर वेरी ओल्ड. 1885, 1933, 1950s के ये एक्ट है. एंड करंटली व्हेन यू रीड अबाउट द सस्पेंशन ऑफ इंटरनेट सर्विसेज इन सर्टेन पार्ट ऑफ द स्टेट्स बाय गवर्नमेंट, दैट इज डन अंडर इंडियन टेलीग्राफ एक्ट 1885 ओनली. So these are important points that you need to remember for your upcoming preliminary examination. Also your prelims is coming up. आपके prelims आने वाले हैं. So make sure that you are revising whatever you have completed so far. अब तक जो भी कंप्लीट किया है उसको रिवाइज करते जाओ, ठीक है? डोंट थिंक दैट आई विल रिवाइज 3 months before the exam or 2 months before the exam. That would never happen. Okay, so it's better and it's wise that you revise whatever you have completed. भले ही आपने एक ही सब्जेक्ट कंप्लीट किया हो, revise it simultaneously. Keep your weekends only for revision. Okay, वीक पूरे हफ्ते आप पढ़ते हो Monday to Friday, Saturday Sunday keep it for revision and answer writing. That's it. All right. And if you are searching on YouTube how to clear this exam within 6 months, 7 months, 4 months, 3 months, stop doing that. Okay, do not do that. There are many students who send me these mails, ma'am, can we clear this exam in 7 months? Can we clear it in 3 months? All of it is useless. You are not dedicated to your goals if you are having these doubts and questions, and if you are wasting your time in such videos and in such mails. तो इसलिए make sure that you are using your present time judiciously. You are focused on your goals and you are focused on your current present preparation. Okay, rather than thinking about the future or thinking about what will happen after 7 months, focus on what you can do today. Okay, so let's get started. यहाँ पर this draft affects the OTT services. What is the OTT services? OTT services are like for example, it can be Messenger, Duo, Google Meet, Telegram, WhatsApp, Signal जो नया ऐप आ गया है. These are all those services that will enable person-to-person telecommunication. Through WhatsApp, you can do voice calls and video calls. Telegram पे भी same feature has come up. Messenger में भी same feature is there, video call and voice call. Then there are so many meetings during the work from home that were conducted on Google, right? On there were different applications which were used to conduct these meetings. For example, Zoom, etc. So these are OTT services. Now basically this draft, what it wants to do, it wants to separately keep OTT communication services in its ambit. That means if you are providing telecommunication services like normal calls and messaging, okay, for that also you will have to require licenses. And if you are using OTT services like WhatsApp, you are providing OTP services like video calls and voice calls, for that also separate licenses will be required for you to give these services to the customers. This is the basic aspect of this draft. It expands the definition of telecommunication services. It will include OTT communication services separately. Earlier what used to happen, that the OTT services were using the the infrastructure of the telecom service provider only. For example, Airtel, WhatsApp का वीडियो कॉल हो रहा है या WhatsApp की वॉइस कॉल हो रही है, तो वो Airtel का ही इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर यूज करके आपको WhatsApp प्रोवाइड करेगा. बट नाउ they will have to obtain their separate licenses. Now they cannot use the infrastructure of the telecom service providers. अब इनको separate license लेना पड़ेगा. That means separately all the formalities they have to now fulfill. All the other conditions they have to fulfill separately. For example, the KYC details of the customer. Okay, and currently these telecom service providers or the TSPs, they have to be issued the unified access service license so that they can offer telecom services in India. Okay, अभी currently क्या होता है, जो telecom service providers है ना, इनको unified access service license देना पड़ता है, उसके बाद ही ये हमें service देंगे. ठीक है, ये point आपको याद रखना है. Now, there are certain consumer protection measures also which have been introduced in this draft. For example, if now somebody calls you, not just a number will be shown on your mobile phone, but the name of that person will also be shown. ऐसा नहीं कि सिर्फ नंबर दिखाई देगा उस बंदे का जो आपको कॉल कर रहा है, उसका नाम भी आपको दिखाई देगा. Now you must be wondering, ma'am, Truecaller, if we download it, we can see the name also. But here in Truecaller also, you can see only that name which the person has entered in via his Truecaller app. आप वही नाम देख सकते हो जो उस बंदे ने अपने Truecaller app में सेव किया है. But यहाँ पर here you will see the actual name of the person who is calling you. Okay, that basically if someone calls you, you will get the name of the person so that you can avoid any kind of spam calls or fraud calls. Secondly, if you do not want to engage in any kind of promotional calls or ads, then you will not get those calls. ठीक है, because your consent is required. So any promotional call or advertisement related call will only be given to you, or only be basically it will reach to you if you have given the consent. अगर आपने consent अपना दिया हुआ है, आपने किसी aspect से उस particular website या उस particular company को subscribe किया हुआ था, तभी वो आपको अपने promotional calls करेंगे. ऐसे ही कोई भी मुंह उठा के आपको कोई भी offer देने के लिए call नहीं करेगा. ठीक है, तो उस झंझट से भी हम बच गए. वरना ढेरों कॉल ऐसे आते हैं कि ये ले लो, वो खरीद लो, ये यहाँ पर इनरोल कर लो, परेशान हो जाता है इंसान. एंड थर्ड इज पेनल्टी. So there is rupees 50,000 की penalty and suspension of operation of the specific mobile number if that number is trying to harass you or spamming you. अगर वो नंबर आपको स्पैम कर रहा है या आपको हैरेस कर रहा है, तो उस केस में 50,000 की पेनल्टी है. ठीक है, or if they have provided wrong identification details, in that case also. Now, what is the position of TRAI? Now, this is the controversial aspect of this draft. ये इस draft का ना थोड़ा सा controversial aspect है. We know that TRAI is the organization. It was basically a regulatory organization. It regulated the telecom service providers. But now in this bill, they are, the draft bill says that we are diluting TRAI's role as a regulatory body to that of a recommendatory body. Now, they will not regulate the telecom service providers. Rather, they can recommend or advise. Okay, and it is on the telecom service provider or the government to understand or to accept that advice or not. ठीक है, गवर्नमेंट के ऊपर है कि वो उस एडवाइस को एक्सेप्ट करे या ना करे. ट्राई का रोल सिर्फ रेकमेंडरी रहेगा, सिर्फ रेकमेंड कर सकता है. Okay, point clear. So here now there is one criticism. There was this editorial also, wherein this criticism was highlighted in this paragraph. The authors were saying that basically now they are trying to centralize. The government is trying to centralize even this telecommunication sector. Government is trying to enter into it and इसको centralize करने की पूरी कोशिश की जा रही है. ठीक है, इस paragraph में आप पढ़ेंगे तो you will find certain criticism regarding this particular aspect of the bill, that how government is trying to take control, major control even in the telecom sector. ठीक है, ये प्रॉब्लम यहाँ पर आ रही है जो आपको पढ़नी है, because you need to look at both the sides of the situation, plus and negatives. Now today we studied in the Sunday edition में हमने देखा था न्यूज़पेपर का. वैसे तो Sunday edition you decode it yourself, but still if you have read it, you must have seen on page number 1, PM launches, this article has come, PM launches 5G calls, it start for a new era. तो यहाँ पर ना this is important for paper 3 and prelims का exam. So what is this 5G technology which the government has introduced in India? This 5G technology basically is designed to connect virtually everyone and everything together, including the machines and objects and devices. It's a new kind of network. जैसे कि we had 1G, 2G, 3G and 4G. Now we have 5G. Better, internet connectivity. And it works in 3 bands of frequency: low frequency spectrum, mid frequency spectrum and high frequency spectrum. When we talk about the low frequency spectrum, it's not very optimal for the industries, but yes, maximum speed इसकी 100 Mbps रहती है, and it is only useful for the commercial cell phone users. Now when we talk about mid band frequency spectrum, its coverage area is wide as in comparison with the low frequency spectrum, and it will be used in industries. But the high band frequency spectrum will be used by all of us, okay, because इसमें we will have internet of things, smart technology, etc. Now here what are the uses of 5G? Uses क्या होते हैं 5G की, ये पढ़ने बहुत जरूरी है. So the basically the important uses of 5G are enhanced mobile broadband. यहाँ पर this is hidden by this page. You can write enhanced, यहाँ पर लिख लो enhanced mobile broadband, which will enable the virtual reality, augmented reality, etc. Mission critical communication. So 5G will enable new services which can transform the industries, and it can transform even the medical sector. Surgeries वगैरह आपकी अब internet connectivity इतनी vast और इतनी reliable और इतनी advanced हो जाएगी कि even the minutest and very serious operations and medical procedures can be tackled with the help of this technology. And then massive internet of things. Now question on internet of things came in 2017. What exactly is internet of things? I'll give you an example. Now see, when you have Alexa, ओके, Amazon का आपके पास Alexa है मान लो, ठीक है, घर में. These days Alexa can be connected with your AC, it can be connected even with your lights, with your mobile phone, with your clocks, right? So for example Alexa में अगर आपने सेट कर दिया है कि सुबह 7 बजे मुझे उठना है, तो सुबह 7 बजे वो क्लॉक बजने लगेगी, ठीक है. इफ यू हैव सेट कि एसी का टेम्परेचर इतना हो, तो उसी टेम्परेचर पे एसी कूलिंग करेगा, ठीक है. एंड आपको म्यूजिक सुनना है, तो बस आपको एक बोलना है, आपकी स्पीच रिकॉग्नाइज करके Alexa will play the music. Even there are in US there are certain coffee machines also which are connected with these kind of technologies. So when all of these are connected in with the help of internet, na everything, every machine in your house, when it is connected with the help of internet, that is internet of things. Everything is connected together, okay. तो उसको हम internet of things बोल देते हैं. तो ये क्वेश्चन आया था 2017 के प्रीलिम्स में. सो प्लीज स्टडी अबाउट इंटरनेट ऑफ थिंग्स अगेन टुडे, बिकॉज नाउ 5G has come up. Definitely you can expect 2 to 3 questions in prelims on this concept, and even in paper 3 definitely one question will come, okay. So if you are preparing for 2023 and 24, तो थोड़ा साइंस एंड टेक को अच्छे से पढ़ के जाना. All right. Now there are certain challenges also which are associated with 5G. Now 5G is providing such an enhanced version of technology. Basically there is a challenge in the hardware infrastructure of India. Make in India होगा, everything will be created in India. So थोड़ा सा hardware की problem यहाँ पर हो सकती है. To obtain those kind of technologies, to build a infrastructure to provide 5G benefits to the people, that would be quite challenging. High spectrum pricing, to set the rates and pricing, that would be a challenge. Low fiberization footprint. Right now na India, it is using the Indian telecom towers. These fiberization footprints are only 30%, and we need double of this percentage, and कि at least 60 to 70% हमें fiberization चाहिए, and that is low right now. So that is also another challenge कि कैसे the fibers will be laid down and how connectivity will be improved, because even in 4G technology connectivity is not very good, okay. Now यहाँ पर ना आगे बढ़ते हैं. These are the historical aspects of these generations. For 1G, first generation of wireless technology. So your father and your parents, they must have been using very large phones back at their time, right? So those large phones, they were basically having 1G connection. Speed इसकी maximum 2.4 kbps रहती थी. Poor voice quality हुआ करती थी उस time पर, okay. And they used to use analog signals, that you have to remember whenever the 1G transmits data. It was introduced in US in 1980s. And was only for voice communication, not anything else. Then came 2G. Now when 2G came in 1991, it was launched in Finland. This is important for prelims. It's the second generation of mobile technology, and it used digital signals. So analog signals were used in 1G, and in 2G they used digital signals. And it was used not just for voice communication but also for texting and multimedia messaging. अगर कोई picture भेजनी है, आप वो भी upload करके भेज सकते थे. Okay, and it used GPRS technology also, so it was also known as 2.5G. Then came 3G. 3G is the third generation. Again, yeah, 3G na. Because of this 3G, when it came, the mobile phones ka prices also increased because it required high infrastructure cost. And 3D gaming was possible because of 3G. तो ये जो आप गेमिंग्स वगैरह हम अपने जनरेशन में खेलते थे ना, तो वो आप हमारा 3G से आता था. मल्टीमीडिया, ईमेल्स, वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग was also possible through 3G. Then came the 4G. 4G was launched in 2011. Basically, it enabled lesser battery usage. अभी जो आप यूज करते हो 4G यूज करते हो तो बैटरी यूसेज कम होता है, चाहे आप कितना भी इंटरनेट यूज कर लो. Then obviously mobile web access, now you can watch, upload, cloud computing you can do, right? High definition mobile TV भी आ गया है अब. So all of this is a part of 4G, and 5G तो already we have studied. So this is all about the draft telecommunication bill 2022. So if you enjoyed this lecture, do let me know. Within 15 minutes, we have completed all the important aspects of this particular article.